McCaffrey's team trying to figure things out. They've got the offensive side down, but it's that defense that's been a real problem all season long.
Well, and even with that being said, the offense has gone into lulls, and the Maryland game is a great example. They shoot 29% from the field and went 0 for 13 from 3 in that second half. Now, Maryland was phenomenal, but you're right. The defensive intensity has got to be there tonight against Oregon.
That's something that Dana Altman's team has seen better over the last couple of games. He's pleased with that, and they've been moving the ball a little bit better.
Absolutely, and I think tonight, with some of Iowa's deficiencies, especially in terms of guarding in the paint and at the rim, it's got to be dribble drives, it's got to be ball reversals. You know, certainly if you're the Oregon Ducks, you're trying to get to the rim. If they cut you off, spray it for threes. If not, you're looking to score.
Well, one thing you're looking for is quick possessions. That shot clock may not come into play a lot tonight. Both of these teams don't take a lot of time on the offensive end of the floor.
That was the case in that Maryland game for Iowa. It was like a track meet in the first half. Both those offenses had it full go.
And an Angels 3, an air ball caught by Laji Dembele.
Angel trying to find that jump shot. 2 of his last 9 from 3.
Josh Dix drives it to the rim and draws the contact of the foul. And Dix, who struggled against Maryland, even with a 5-point game against the Terrapins, he's still averaging almost 18 per game his last 4.
Well, he was phenomenal in the game at Rutgers, and I loved his aggressiveness from the start. I think it's a great sign for Iowa that 31 seconds in, he's attacking in transition and looking for his own offense. With no Owen Freeman out here, both Peyton Sanford and Josh Dix have got to be ultra aggressive, looking for their shots. And you know, on top of that, you love the fact that Dix gets to the paint. Little shot fake. You got Nate Bittle leading the league in block shots in conference play. Have to be aware of that.
First foul on Brandon Angel in a 1-0 ball game. Here's Bamba. Back it out now to Keyshawn Barthelemy, and they'll reset.
This is a game for TJ Bamba where he's got to look to drive it every time he catches the ball.
Good recovery by Seydou Traore to get the block, but inside Bittle there to clean it up.
How fortunate was that? You got Brandon Angel just trying to save that, throws it off Traore, and it just goes right to Nate Bittle.
Drew Thelwell back after the ankle injury over the last couple of games. His miss rebounded. Another chance for Thelwell, and rebounded by Angel. Bamba the skip to Shellstad. Bittle calling for it, and it's batted out by Dembele.
Laji Dembele has been incredibly active over these last 3 games. Opportunity for all these Hawkeye bigs. Dembele's been the guy that's been able to capitalize most. Last 3, 9 and 5, and also you look at those offensive rebound numbers, he has 12 in that stretch.
Somebody's got to fill that void left by Owen Freeman, who's out for the rest of the year with a finger injury. We were chatting with Owen Freeman at shoot-around. That's the practice on game day, and he was shooting with his left hand. It was not very successful.
Well, he got a bad pass from you.
That was a great pass from me. Many are talking about it as one of the best shoot-arounds.
You were bragging about how you hit him on time and on target.
On the hand that he doesn't have the little finger cast on, too. I mean, it was really impressive, if I do say so myself. And frankly, I expected more from my partner tonight, and credit for that. So, Owen Freeman, look at him right now. He's still thinking about that pass that I threw him earlier.
Still contemplating how it was able to happen, huh?
No. I mean, I threaded it through no defenders. He was standing by himself. It was impressive.
I will say, though, I broke my hand. I know it's different from a finger, but I broke my shooting hand as a pro. And for 6 weeks, it was just all left-hand stuff. And you will be amazed at how much better you can really get. You know, putting in work on that offhand, and I'm sure Owen Freeman, you can do form jump hooks. You can do some form shooting around the rim. It can be a benefit.
Good at the line is Traore. And a 4-3 Oregon start to this one. Kwame Evans, the 6'9" sophomore off the bench. He's averaged a little over 6 points per game over the last 3 games. Bittle inside, rolling to the rim for 2.
Dembele just can't shoot through that passing lane. You're never looking to give up an angle. Nice job by Bittle of bringing the physicality.
Here's Sanford and a misconnection with Josh Dix.
Laji Dembele, he's going to get on the high side. He's 3/4 here, but Bittle with that duck in. Dembele kind of finds himself in no man's land there. Cannot give up an easy one like that. Bittle's been really good over these last 4. 3 of those coming with double figures.
Bartholomew trying to find room against Dix. Shot clock under 10. Here's Bamba's step back three. That's a good sign for Oregon. And Bamba's hitting from deep, just 25% on the year.
Well, he was 2 for his last 14 from 3. It's been a struggle shooting the rock for him this season. First 4 years of college basketball, he's a 38% three-point shooter. But if he can start making that, man, his dribble drives are going to be really hard to guard.
Oregon's made their last 4 shots to open up this 9-3 lead. Dembele's three won't go. Good from 3, 42% on the year. Unable to connect there. Such a huge part of Iowa's offense, that three-point shooting. They made 43 more threes than their opponents this year. In the corner, though, Oregon looking for another 3, and it won't go for Bartholomew.
Really nice pass on that short roll from Bittle. That help was there. He saw it on the weak side.
Felwell with the drop-off, and the roll rejected. Oh, my. Kwame Evans, no thank you. Here's Bamba, loping through the lane. The tip won't go either, and the rebound a foul. Frustration from Bamba, picks up his first. Back to the other end of the swat.
Kwame Evans, he's going to come into your picture here. It's great positional defense, but with the length that he has, man, a lot of ability. He started to figure it out over these last 3. 8 points in the Rutgers game, 10 against Michigan State. He went through that stretch at the end of January where he'd only scored 6 points total over a 5-game stretch. He's got a ton of talent, just needs to harness it.
Jadrian Tracy on the floor, the 6'5" senior out there for the first time tonight for Oregon. There's Sanford trying to get things going from the elbow, and the jumper is true, his first 2 of the night.
It's that switch with Supreme Cook and just rises up over the top. Oregon's got some big guards that could be interesting matchups for Peyton Sanford, whether it's TJ Bamba, Raheem Moss, Jadrian Tracy. Those guys have the size to kind of match him.
There's Tracy looking inside, wanted Cook.
What a screen.
And Cook gets it on the bounce, and that's a travel.
Time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
38% from 3 in Big Ten play. He's one of those guys that's hard to lock down.
But Bamba can't believe it. He got right to the rim on the baseline out of bounds.
He's surprisingly shooting just 49% on layups on the year, Kevin. And it's kind of some plays like that. You look at his physicality, his body, and you think, man, he should be a monster at the rim. But there have been some struggles.
And overall this year, just 38% from the floor for Bamba. Traore lost the dribble out of bounds, and a turnover back to Oregon for teams trying to make the Big Ten tournament this year. Washington wants to have that tiebreaker with everybody. They've got 3 of the 4 at the bottom with them, but they're trying to get that tiebreaker with Rutgers.
Well, that's kind of the added drama that we
It
have.
is. Dix, oh, what a move to the rim for Josh Dix.
Put the brakes on, and that Euro step getting all the way across that charge arc. Really good body control there by Josh Dix.
Bamba says, no, I'm not going there. Backs it out. Bittle back at the scorer's table to come back in with 12 to shoot for Oregon.
Nice triple switch there. Evan Braun's came over. He pushed Brock Harding out. He took on Supreme Cook.
Not much going for Oregon, but that makes it right. Bartholomew with the 3.
He's having a phenomenal season shooting at 41% from 3, and there's not much going offensively, but a shot maker like Keyshawn Bartholomew making something happen.
Dix will back that out. Harding inside, Braun's got free. The foul on Shellstad will send Braun's to the line.
Single by, they're in a log jam right now with Ohio State. That Nebraska loss earlier this evening at Penn State helps them out, but they desperately want to get into that single by territory. And the really interesting thing about Oregon, guys, is they've got such a great resume and so many quad 1 wins from earlier in the season. They legitimately will likely have a higher seed in the NCAA tournament than a number of teams ahead of them in the Big Ten tournament.
The funny thing was, we were talking to a couple of the Oregon players here while they were warming up and stretching near the table, and they had their eyes on that Nebraska game. They understand the seeding and the implications of who's around them.
Yeah, Raheem Moss leaned over the table and was like, what's the score? What's the score? You told him what the score was as Nate Bittle flushes it home, and he said, oh yeah, we need that one. We need that one. They're happy with what happened in State College.
Yeah.
Sanford will turn the corner, blocked off by Bamba and Bittle. And just threw that one at the rim. Fortunate for Iowa that Traore was there. 12 to shoot. Hawkeyes down by 7. Harding against Bittle.
Good defense.
And that's a travel. Really good defense.
And a great sequence. You know, but look at on the other end, the basket that Oregon just scored, the spacing that the Ducks have here. Everyone going to be lifted. Barthelomew's getting to the far corner. Look at where the guards are. Look at where Kwame Evans is. And you just throw that thing right over the top. Bittle doing his work early, pushing Evan Bronze up that lane, and Oregon finding an easy basket again in that paint.
He's scored 8 of the Ducks' last 10, looking for 3 more, but that one won't go, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Iowa. Well, Drew Thelwell is coming back from that ankle injury against Wisconsin. He started tonight, but spending a little time on the bike to stay loose on the sideline.
I spoke with him right before tip-off, and he says, look, a couple of days ago, the ankle was like a softball. He didn't know if he was going to go, but he said it got better very quickly, and he felt like he could go today. He said he definitely had a lot more game in him, but right now, on the bike.
There is something to be said as Dix with a tough fadeaway. This cold weather doesn't exactly help an ankle stay loose.
No, it does not. It's one of those things where if you're in that warm temperature, that body's feeling good. Welcome to the Midwest.
Inside, what a finish at the rim, and a chance for one more for Kwame Evans for Iowa. It's 24-8 in the paint right now for Oregon. We showed you that stat earlier. Iowa allows nearly 40 per game in the paint, maybe 30 or 35 by halftime at this rate.
It's clear that there's been a directive from Dana Altman and his staff to drive the ball and throw it inside to Nate Bittle, and they have found plenty of success doing that.
Well, as a result, they've gotten inside. They've gotten 6 offensive rebounds. They're outscoring them 12-0 in second chance points tonight.
Pass.
And a finish at the rim that won't go, but the follow for Laji Dembele, and everybody on the Oregon bench is saying offensive.
That would be good in Europe, but I don't think that's good in college basketball. That was still hanging on the rim.
Dana Altman pleading his case with Earl Walton, and to no avail. Here's Evans, zips that pass cross court. Bittle. And a foul called on Dembele. That'll be his first. Further film of college basketball.
That thing is hanging up there forever, it seems like. There is a little bit of open space there between the rim and the ball, and then Iowa getting lost on that under out of bounds, and Oregon is just decimating them around the rim.
Dana Altman throughout his career has been very proficient drawing up good baseline out of bounds plays.
Well, game planning as well. Yep. I mean, there's no doubt that they're looking to go inside every time.
Sanford, contested jumper at the elbow is good. He's got 10.
Moss is right there, and they're going to get paid Sanford for a tech for, I believe, chirping.
Will shoot the free throws and his first point of the night. And Shellstad 1 for 2. See if you can see here.
It's a heck of a shot. I mean, a contested pull-up. Moss is right there, and Peyton Sanford was letting him hear about it. I do think you should be free to have a dialogue. Now, if you're in somebody's face, if it's getting excessive, depending on obviously what you say, but if that's just the normal, you can't guard me, I would like to see that just let go.
There's Bittle. Tough pass, too tall for the 6'9" Kwame Evans. See Chris Taggio on the floor, the 6'8" freshman making his first appearance. Drew Thelwell back out there for Iowa as well. Sanford on the bench after that second foul. pull-up. And Bittle climbing the ladder.
He does right there.
Tajo, big rebound. Evans gets the rebound off that miss.
Another thing to go over the top of Bittle and finish. You love the effort from Tajo, but great contest. And Nate Bittle, you can see the effect that he has on shots at the rim.
But you can also see what they're excited about with Tajo, the athleticism. And he'll get the bonus. (40-32), Oregon by 8. Largest lead of the night for the Ducks. And Nate Bittle, a huge reason why Oregon's on top now by 9. He's got 14.
Shellstead has only got 1 point and doesn't have a field goal, but he really hasn't had to because of the way that Bittle has had it going. Keyshawn Barthelemy's got 7. Really, those Oregon front court players have done the bulk of the work.
Evans with his first foul, 6th team foul, and Iowa ready to inbound again. Oh, and taken away. Raheem Moss drives it up, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
Raheem's good.
Yeah, I figured.
Saw the Bears about this.
I'm playing to my audience here, which is Robbie Hummel.
Of course. The only NFL team you could think of because you had them like 4 times.
I did have a lot of Bears this season. Saw them plenty, including the final game of the year where they beat your Green Bay Packers.
No, not my Green Bay Packers. Wow.
Traore on the bounce, and Tajo just had it slip out of his hand. Sanford able to track it down. Dix with the 3 in the scramble for Iowa.
I thought maybe Raheem Moss could have went up and made a play on that, but instead Sanford gets it, and he just drops it off to Josh Dix. That's a big swing. That could have been Oregon going the other way.
And now Shellstead gets a wide open 3, but Sanford the rebound off the miss. Hawkeyes down 7, looking to push. Dix will step back. Another 3 won't go this time. And Bittle battling for the rebound, but it's taken away by Tajo, and he lost it out of bounds. There's Barthelemy. 90 seconds to play in this opening half. If you like offense, it's been a fun first half. If you're a defensive fan, you're probably very unhappy at the moment.
It's a lot of Irish games. They play a lot of those.
Barthelemy with a 3, well short and out of bounds to Iowa. You look at the numbers in the paint, a 26-10 advantage, 12 2-second chance points for Oregon, and yet Iowa's got the ball down just 7.
Well, and Iowa's not like blowing it up from 3 either. They're 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. I guess really Iowa still has been effective though from inside that arc. They're shooting 52% from the field.
Peyton Sanford, who's on the bench with 2 fouls, does not even have a 3-point attempt tonight. Price and an offensive foul on Tajo. That's his 2nd personal.
They're thinking, I got to get this screen, and you get those feet moving. He was just kind of leaning into that one as he said it.
Bamba off the handoff. Teeing it up is Kwame Evans for 3. Holding the gooseneck a little longer as he drains that one from range.
He's shooting 27% from 3 on the year, but he has made 4 of his last 6. A lot of ability for Evans. And he is starting to find his game and I think his role on this team.
About an 11-second difference between game and shot clock. Seven to shoot for Dix around the bronze screen. Dix drives past Bittle to the rim for 2.
What a job by Bronze there to just kind of seal his man off and set a second screen there. That clock is going. You want to roll that thing in.
Oregon taking way too much time here. Barthelemy with 2 seconds with 1 blocked out of bounds. Halftime arrives.
Sanford, because of that technical foul, does have 2 fouls. He cannot pick up a 3rd.
And apparently we were talking with the officials coming out of halftime. Apparently that was a thing that
it had been brewing.
For a while.
Yes, there had been warnings given, and after that made shot, it just escalated to where they felt like a tee was necessary.
Oh, Bittle up to the challenge of Traore. He'll go back at Bittle with reverse and gets the touch.
He had to get that up to the glass quickly, and that was well done, understanding that if Nate Bittle's going to be around here, I don't have time to mess around.
In the corner, Shellstad trying to get it going. It's been a rough evening offensively. 0 for 5 for Shellstad. Traore on the drive again. This time can't get it to go, and Bittle there to clean it up.
A wild shot by Traore. For Shellstad, a little bit surprising because the 5 games since that 0 for at UCLA, he has been tremendous.
He's been shooting 47% from 3, averaging over 20 per game. You just did not see this night coming.
It's the month of February. I mean, he's 5th in scoring amongst Big Ten players at 20 a game.
Here's Angel looking for room on the baseline.
Good help there. Dembele coming over. Got to get the defensive board, though.
Andy Katz, you chatted with Fran McCaffrey. What'd you find out?
Well, he told me to look at the stat sheet and find one stat that mattered the most, and that was points in the paint. 26-12. Oregon with the advantage over Iowa. We knew coming into this game that Nate Bittle had a huge advantage with no Owen Freeman. He's taken advantage of that, and that is what Fran McCaffrey stressed in the locker room. They've got to do a better job inside.
Well, Oregon plays into their hands by shooting the 3. Oregon just 4 of 14 from 3 tonight, but an unforced error by the Hawkeyes.
Ladji Dembele was never looking at Seydou Traore there. And Traore's got a... Matt Painter always said it, you have to throw to eyes. You know, I've heard that, it's been burned into my brain. Right there, Dembele is looking the other way. Traore's got to find him.
And Traore immediately to the bench as Bryce Sanford re-enters this ballgame. Here's Shellstad. Around the Bittle screen. Back it goes to Bittle. Sets up for 3. That one rattles out. Long rebound. Bittle trying to track it down, and it's off his leg to Iowa.
It's like a rebounding drill when you're blocking out and letting the ball hit the floor. Nobody for the Hawkeyes going to get it. Interesting that Oregon has, you know, taken 4 shots and 3 of them have been from 3 after they totally dominated this game inside the paint.
Can't be what Dana Altman wanted to see to start the second half. Here's Sanford in the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Bittle able to bat it away.
That length. He just goes right over the top of Dembele. Good effort there by Nate Bittle.
Angel sets up quickly. Back inside. Bittle's tip won't go, and Sanford the rebound.
Brandon Angel is just kind of searching for anything.
Angel 1 for 5. Shellstad 0 for 5. Yet Oregon's up 6.
Fenwell looks a little ginger on that ankle. Think about his speed. He does not have that right now.
Sanford has that quick shot, though, from the corner, and he cuts the lead in half.
Iowa needs a 3rd score here in this second half. Bryce Sanford has been that guy over the last 2, and they're going to need him to be that in the second half.
Angel baseline spin again, and there's his first field goal inside in the second half.
Grown man move right there, Kevin. Spin baseline, grind it out with Dembele. Good footwork to get back to his right.
But Dembele open for 3. And the rebound ripped down for Oregon.
Rebound.
I've seen some grown man rebounding. Bamba back to Bittle. Good find. Angel with the finish.
Iowa just getting their signals crossed there. Bryce Sanford getting lost. And Nate Bittle with a nice delivery there. Brandon Angel making himself available.
And the points showing up again for Oregon inside. Back to the paint for Quick. Peyton Sanford. There's his first 3 of the night.
CJ Bamba, go removed on that screen at your own peril. You get lost there. Sanford reads it perfectly, fades it back to that wing. Iowa going to capitalize on plays like that.
I don't know if there's anybody in this league better fading for 3 than Peyton Sanford.
That guy that when he sees 1 go in, get ready for 6 or 7 more. I mean, he can get hot, and when he gets going, look out.
Right back inside to Bittle. Tipped out into the hands of Shellstad for 3. That's in and out, and Shellstad's woeful night continues. 0 for 6.
Oh, a little fortunate there. Dembele, not great awareness of really rotating out.
Thelwell's 3 rebounded by Bittle. 4-point Oregon lead. 4.5 gone by second half. Angel, he's been aggressive to start this second half. Sanford will start it up the other way. Dix, step back 3. Hook Dix with it one.
How about the space he creates there? I mean, it's Nate Bittle, it's going to be a tough guard, but Josh Dix just breaks that thing off. Off the bounce, a tremendous shooter, and Iowa want to run to get themselves back in this game.
Called it a 2, not a 3, so a 2-point game. Bittle, baseline jumper, pinballs out. Oregon 2 for 11 to start this second half. Sanford on the move to the rim. We're tied at 49.
You know, when you get stops, now you can get out in the open floor. Iowa's pace and tempo starting to take hold. Has got some stops. That's led to some runouts. It's been a lot of Josh Dix and a lot of Peyton Sanford for Iowa tonight.
Here's Bamba trying to get things going in the paint again, and 2 more inside for Oregon.
How about out of that timeout, just the space that TJ Bamba has to play? Getting to his strong right hand, that's just terrific coaching there and putting the pieces on the chessboard right where they need to be.
Bronze with the screen. Harding holding his position. Still 13 to shoot. Bronze against Supreme. Cook, nice move to the rim to tie it up.
Supreme Cook thought that Evan Bronze was going to go hand off, and instead Bronze kind of faked the handoff and just burned it to the rim.
6 tonight for Bronze, matching his season high. He had 6 at Maryland last time out. Under 10 to shoot for Bamba. 5 on the shot clock. Bamba, tough shot inside, ends up with Cook for the 2-hand flush.
That's what Supreme Cook is looking to do. Last season led the Big East in offensive rebounds per game. Hasn't been as productive this year, but you look at that body and that motor, he can do it.
Sanford's 3 falls, and the Hawkeyes with the lead for the first time since it was 1-0. Evans looking to get it back, finds Barthelemy, and the answer from Keyshawn Barthelemy, he's got 10.
Got to get back. Look at this run up the floor.
Bronze too far, had to try to save it, and Evans ready.
That's Supreme Cook trying to chase that down, and give a lot of credit there to Kwame Evans for staying in the play. Honestly, down here, a nice pass from Evans. That double came over, he skipped it across.
Here's Bamba attacking again. Wraps it around. Cook down low, nowhere to go. Soaring in is Tracy. Bamba for 3. Oh, if they can get him going, his second made 3 of the night.
Really threw a punch to come out for this second half, but a 6-0 run over the last 35 seconds has put the Ducks back up 5.
And back into the paint, 34 paint points now for Oregon. Here's Sanford for 3, and the rebound secured by Cook.
Both these coaches out of timeouts have dialed up some really impressive sets. You get that long run and that flare screen for Sanford. He got a great look.
Couple of coaches who've been at it a long time and have been able to get some good looks tonight for their teams. 3 for Barthelemy. That's short, and Harding will push. Doesn't have numbers. Sanford trailing.
Tell it to Peyton Sanford.
Yeah, exactly. He's always got numbers.
Yeah, no doubt.
We'll drop it off to Dix to the rim for 2.
Dix just cutting right across the face of TJ Bamba. Peyton Sanford just kind of forcing the issue there, getting the ball to the baseline. You make something happen. And off the ball, Josh Dix doing it again.
We talked about at the top of the broadcast, Dix and Sanford, as they go, so go the Hawks so many times, especially with no Owen Freeman. 37 combined tonight for those 2.
That's what it's going to have to be for this team to win in Big Ten play.
Evans, an uncontested path to the basket.
Because Supreme Cook just cleared the runway.
Harding around the screen, weaving now, and picked up by Cook on the switch. Back it goes to Harding, sizing up the 3 all the way around the world and down the drain for 3.
Supreme Cook was trying to switch Keyshawn Barthelemy out. He ran away from Brock Harding, and boy, Harding touched the whole rim there, but gets it to go.
5 points off the bench for Harding tonight. Cook inside, just strength. Underneath and a travel. Evans lost his footing, battling for position. Sanford driving baseline, and the foul called.
About a possession or two ago, and he tries to get him to just stay with it, because Cook was so frustrated he wasn't able to convert underneath.
It's a tight game, and boy, there's a lot, as Andy mentioned, there's a lot of importance being placed on this game on both sides tonight. For Oregon, the start of a 2-game swing. They'll go to Wisconsin later, and for Iowa, start of a 2-game homestand to try to solidify their position. And as Peyton Sanford told Andy earlier, they still want to get into that single bye range.
They continue to fight. That's never been a question with this Iowa team. Even with all the adversity, some of the tough losses, they've competed in these games. Second half at Maryland certainly was a tough one, but a lot of these other ones, Purdue, Wisconsin here, they've been right there.
Good eyes by Josh Dix with the intercept, looking for the lead to the rim.
What a block.
And a huge block by Evans.
Evans is so long.
Here's Tracy, a little jab step, nothing doing. Bittle's been quiet in this second half. Moss sizing up a 3, and he rolls it home. Raheem Moss, just his second made 3 of the year.
This is the guy that over the last 10 games is only averaging 1.5 points, and what a time for him to drill a 3 on the road.
Was 1 for 14 from 3 before that attempt. Bronze the handoff to Sanford. Finds the 3, and a little short, and Shellstad, who is still only 1 point tonight, bringing up the floor.
Didn't see this 0 for 6 coming. With the way he shot the basketball, he's been on fire as of late.
Can you win a game on the road without your top scorer?
You have 50 points in the paint, yeah.
And the 3 from Jadrian Tracy will help as well. His second of the night. He's got 8.
Some offense coming from some unlikely places here. Raheem Moss drilling a perimeter jump shot. Now Jadrian Tracy, a guy that's a little more equipped to do it on the season, but some of these role guys having a big impact here.
Almost
lucky
turnover. Boy, Dix. Good thing he stretched this morning. He'll try the 3.
Good test there by Moss. He stayed in that play. Now Oregon's got some numbers.
On the run is Tracy. The bounce to Shellstad, and Tracy wasn't expecting it back.
Honestly, it would have been a layup. Give it up, you get it back. Shellstad threw it right back to him. And he thought that Shellstad was going to lay that thing right up.
Oh, he stopped running to the basket. Seven-point Oregon lead. Still a ton of time in this one, but this Oregon 6-0 run has taken a little bit of the wind out of the sails of this crowd. Sanford trying to put it back together. Bronze inside. One more at the line after the timeout.
Pretty crazy. This is a 5-point game. You know, Oregon has been on the offensive glass 12 times, 17-4, second chance advantage. They're 36-22 in the paint. They've made more threes, 8-7 compared to Iowa, and the Hawkeyes are right there.
And a timeout taken by Oregon to avoid the turnover. The light at the end of the tunnel is the Big Ten tournament coming up in just a few weeks.
Indianapolis does such a good job of hosting.
Oh,
the crowds, the venue, it's a great place for it. Man, you look at all the good teams in the Big Ten. Well, we're going to have 5 great days of basketball.
It's just going to be outstanding. I was told earlier today I get to hang out with Robbie Hummel and Andy Katz. I mean, how exciting is that?
It is exciting.
Our producer Bart Fox, our director Andrew Blaustein will be there. I mean,
we'll get the rail cam.
Oh,
that's a real highlight of the Big Ten tournament. That thing's sweet.
2 to shoot. Shellstad, the deep jumper won't go, and the rebound into the hands of Josh Dix. Shellstad 0 for 7 tonight. Sanford for 3. 1-point game again.
I'll locate Peyton Sanford early in transition. If you don't, he will burn you. Jackson Shellstad coming into tonight, 8 of the last 12 games. He'd made 3 threes or more. It's just been one of those nights where he can't get anything to go.
Meanwhile, Sanford 22 tonight, his 11th 20-plus scoring game of the year and the 29th of his career. Bamba against Sanford. 5 to shoot, nothing doing for Oregon. Barthelemy gonna have to hoist in a hurry. And the long rebound out to Shellstad.
Just to get that on the rim by Keyshawn Barthelemy was a win.
And now Bittle. Can he get it going again? Working against Sanford with the hook, short, and the rebound to Bronze. Hawkeyes.
Better find him.
Sanford, 3, the lead won't go, but there's Sanford again. Swing around. Dix. Tripped up and a foul. Dix against Barthelemy. Good screen from Bronze. Contested free throw jumper won't go. Long rebound. It's our second rebound drill of the night.
Nobody's going to get the ball.
Under 6 to play. 8 to shoot. Harding. Bronze foul. To the line he goes after Bamba commits. And a perfect 4 for 4 at the charity stripe. When Bronze was at Belmont, 7 points, 5.5 rebounds a game in his final year there. He was a prolific scorer at Iowa City West High School. Almost 16 points per game in his senior year, but this is unexpected.
You gotta respect guys that have worked hard behind the scenes, and when opportunity has come calling, they're ready for it. We've seen that with both Dembele and Bronze. 2-3 zone here by Iowa. We'll see how Oregon handles it.
Shellstad would be one of those key guys to shoot you out of the zone. Instead, they find Angel inside for the flush.
Brandon Angel found Josh Dix. He was doing that work early, ducked in on him. You find the middle of the zone, high-low, really pretty basketball by Oregon.
And a 2-point advantage for the Ducks. Bryce Sanford. Foul line jumper rebounded by Bamba. That's his 3rd of the night.
But Bittle is really good at stepping up and contesting jump shooters. Because Brandon Angel, you call it encountering the screen. That was the definition of it, I think. He got picked off, but Bittle cleaned it up.
And it's not a stat you're going to see in any stat sheet.
He totally affects that shot.
Bamba challenged by Bronze. And then the ball out of bounds off the Sanford leg, and it'll belong to Oregon.
It has happened to Oregon time and time again this season.
Boy, nice pluck by Bittle, and he'll just barrel through the crowd, and the foul called. Yep. I've just been told that is true.
I'm glad that in your earpiece.
Yep, in my earpiece. Yep.
Tremendous work by you.
Our research staff has confirmed this is college basketball. Here's Sanford fighting for a little glimpse, and that's all he needs. And then a foul underneath as the 3 drops.
And what else would you tell him to do?
Right. Yeah, that's a tough way to pick up the foul, and another possession for Iowa. Chance for the lead here. Eight to shoot. Dix in some trouble, needs help. Bryce Sanford will provide. The 3 is good! A hand in his face, and Sanford doesn't care. Iowa leads by a pair.
Seconds, and Oregon has barely got this thing to the 3-point line.
There's nothing doing, and Shellstad's going to have to try to make something happen now with 5 on the shot clock.
Dribble, gotta go.
Barthelemy, can he bail him out? Bittle will try, fades away and splashes the 3.
That was not a great possession against Iowa's defense, but shot making can bail you out, and that's exactly what Nate Bittle does right there.
He was 0 for 4 from the floor in the second half before that 3. What a time for his first bucket of the second half. Harding in all kinds of trouble, but there's Bronze who draws the foul.
been able to capitalize. Him in double figures was not something that I think many people would have anticipated coming into tonight.
Not sure Fran McCaffrey would have anticipated.
Who would have thought DeBelly?
Right, no
He's
question.
the one that was playing well.
But instead of season high 20 minutes tonight for Bronze, a season high 11 points with that made free throw. And now 12 as he gives Iowa the lead. He's been tremendous. And it's been a quest for Iowa. Who fills those minutes and that production from Owen Freeman? Tonight's been Bronze.
Go.
Got to hurry. They can get it across.
But the casualness, it's the same thing that we saw in the half court. I mean, Shellstat catches it, looks up the floor. There's nothing there. There's two on him. There's nowhere to go. But just the lack of urgency at getting the basketball up the floor. The clock hits 20, and Iowa forces a big turnover.
Now the Hawkeyes looking to stretch this 1-point lead. Sanford catch and release. Bittle with a good challenge.
Bittle has continued to step up on floaters and jump shots and contested looks.
How many shots has he changed tonight? Not sure you can count them on one hand.
Hey, he's been awesome in that regard. Look at where the ball is again. Finally, you get something in there.
And then Bittle facing hits the two.
And it's not like you're saying, man, Oregon's zone offense is generating great looks. It's just that you have a 7-foot shooter that's able to turn face and shoot over the top of his defender.
And has 21 tonight.
It's really building. The way he's played these last 5 and the way he played against Rutgers, pretty high-level stuff from Nate Bittle.
19th game in double figures this year. One of the best posts in the league. A league filled with good posts. Harding,
what a
challenged
block.
by Bittle again. As we speak of him, he delivers defensively, and then a foul given by Sanford. Somebody at home just sat up on their couch. Did Robbie Hummel just say Nate Bittle is Michael Jordan?
I was just thinking of
He did.
play.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Send your tweets to him.
At Kevin Kugler.
No, at Brandon Gaunt.
Yeah, oh, even better.
Brandon Angel on the drive. Kind of squiggles his way to the basket and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for a pair. And for Washington at home, trying to surge late and get into a position to in place, they're ready to go. And Angel good at the line.
The 3 teams not making the Big Ten tournament does add another dynamic to follow as this regular season winds down.
I think it's fascinating.
No, it totally is. It's like the relegation in Europe. You know, you want to make the tournament, you have to win some games.
There's Bronze against Bittle.
This is incredible.
And Bronze will go to the line.
Yeah, and just take it to the rim.
And I mean, to challenge Michael Jordan like that takes something.
I should have never said that. It was the 2 hands he went up to block that shot with. You just can't sneak anything by you.
Nate Bittle's going to get done with this game, win or lose, and he's going to find out that he was called Michael Jordan tonight. He's going to be so excited. Look at Bronze tonight.
I think he'd feel better about it in a win.
It's called a producer jinx. Put up the free throw stats. Producer immediately deflecting to the graphics coordinator and the associate producer, but we all know where the buck stops. 1 for 2 at the line for Bronze.
You are on fire tonight.
2-point game. Bartholomew will work it up. What a finish we have here in Iowa City.
See if Oregon can find the middle of this 2-3 zone. Don't want to hold the ball for 20 seconds and try to make a play. Iowa might match up man-to-man here as this gets low.
Shellstead 0 for 7 tonight as the clock's under 10. Nothing doing again. Bartholomew, 3 to shoot. Here's Bittle. Little shot fake. They're not going to get a shot up. Shellstead from deep, and he banks it home! He hadn't hit a shot all night, and he banks this one in as the shot clock expires.
And this is by far the hardest shot he's taken all
review
night.
that
Now the question
shot.
is, does he get that off? Boy, that's really close
So
there.
close.
0.1. We'll see if it's out of his hand. I don't know how from watching that replay you could tell that definitively to overturn.
Yeah, because the call was a 3.
If it was
on
the other
court.
way, I would have said the same exact
Absolutely. Sanford to the rim. Out it goes. The challenge inside from Angel and a foul.
It's not like somebody just ran into him. You kind of get that hook across. Those are the types of plays that honestly do get reviewed a lot. I'm surprised they're not going over there. Oh, wow.
Long pass ahead to Bamba. Remember, Iowa's got to give some fouls here, down 2 with 34 seconds to go. They've still got a foul to give before Oregon's at the line. Bamba will inbound. Here's Bittle. And the foul given by Harding, his first. So now the 6th team foul has been given, and now the next one is 1-and-1 time for Oregon as a team. 9 of 11 at the line.
It's a dangerous pass.
Shellstad trying to track it down, and he does. 25 seconds and counting. Shellstad fouled. And the bonus coming after Shellstad, who has just 2 points tonight, 0 for 7 in 30 minutes of play, came in averaging 20+ per game in the last 5. And Oregon trying to win a game with a real off night from one of their stars. Adrian Tracy in a 4-point game. Hawks still have 3 timeouts. Possession arrow favors Oregon. Here comes Harding. Harding finds Bronze. Why not Bronze? Timeout, Iowa. And Bamba, 75%. And Shellstad, a little bobble and a turnover.
Both those guys lethal from 3.
Here's Dix. Driving it against Bittle. In and out, it won't go. And the rebound tipped out of bounds, and it'll belong to Iowa. That was on December 3rd when that happened, and a chance for history to repeat itself in Iowa City. Dix will inbound to Bronze. Bronze will hand back to Dix. Step back 3 blocked by Bittle. Bronze throws it at the rim. No! And Oregon survives on the road with an 80-78 win over the Iowa Hawkeyes.
All night long, we talked about how good of a job Nate Bittle was doing at stepping up and contesting shots.